Hi guys, I'm Nancy with Pretty Nancy Designs, and you are in the Boo in June, a Halloween creative collab hosted by Teresa from Teresa's Spot for Art. Sorry, I had to read it because a little nervous. But anyway, I'm Nancy. This is Pretty Nancy Designs. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel as well. I hope you join. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, I would really appreciate it. And today, what I'm going to be making for Halloween, it's going to be a different character, but these are little espresso mugs that I decorate for Halloween, and people put them on their tiered tray. You can put them on your tiered trays. You can put them on your little desk at work if you just need that little bit of a Halloween vibe. You can put it by your coffee bar. It's going to be something similar to this, not this design. This is just one of the characters that I do create. And I have an Etsy shop. I also have my own website, which I believe these are already on the website. It's prettynlcdesigns.com. So let's get started. I want to show y'all. And here's another little character that I don't have listed yet, but this one is mine actually. I don't know if you guys can see him very well. I'm going to change the camera angle so maybe we can get a little bit better of a close-up. I'm going to do my overhead camera, guys, so bear with me. This is my little character. He actually glows in the dark. I created this on a Facebook Live about maybe a month or two ago. So I'll be creating more of these on my YouTube channel as well. So isn't he adorable? And on this one, guys, we have temporary tattoos. That's the secret for this one. Temporary tattoos. I guess it's not a secret anymore since I just shared it. I'm going to go ahead and go to picture in picture so you guys can see me. I'm going to put these guys over here out of the way. Let's just move them out of the way. And, oh, what I was going to say. These guys right here. Okay, this little guy right here. Okay, he is actually connected. You're not going to be able to use this cup any other way. This is all one solid piece. So what I'm going to do today is a completely different option. It's kind of the same concept, but I'm going to actually do this where we can actually take it out. We have this little jack-o'-lantern cup. And you know what? Let's go ahead and take me off of there because I think I am in the way. I want you guys to be able to see it all, okay? So we have these little espresso mugs. I got these from Home Goods last year. I also have these little characters that I have created, and they will be for sale in my shop soon. These are little clay characters. Let me show you guys. Really cute. How cute are those? I have a Frankie, but he's not completed yet. And since we have a Frankie mug, I didn't really think about using the little guy just yet. But these are some really cute little espresso mugs. Today I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with the black cat and the jack-o'-lantern. I think it's going to be really cute for us to do that. So we're going to do that. We're going to start out trying to decorate. This is a not a paper towel, a toilet paper roll holder. And then I have a styrofoam ball. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cut some ribbon. I have this is just some ribbon from Costco. It is, how wide is this ribbon? Let's see here. This ribbon is a 2.5 inch wide ribbon. So I just took my toilet paper roll and I measured it and cut it down. Okay. And let's see here. We're going to just glue this ribbon around here. I'm going to cut some up. It doesn't have to be, you don't want to make it ugly, but, and when I say ugly, I mean, let's make it where it's cute and you can actually pull this back out of the container, okay? Let's, so we've got our hot glue gun. I'm excited. I'm nervous. Well, actually, this is a wired ribbon, which is okay because I'm going to cut that piece off right there. Because at least this way it will fold over really well. in our mug, so we're just going to go in the middle here. And then, let's see here. I'm just going to add some hot glue. Nothing really fancy, but I mean, you don't want it to look ugly, ugly, ugly. And actually, I have some rickrack too. I'm doing it this way, guys, so that you can actually use the mug if you choose to at your little coffee bar. You just put this little guy to the side. And let's fold this over to give it a nice seam. Okay, let's do that. Of course, you can see those zigzags, but what I'm going to do is we're going to use some rickrack. Okay, guys? Just kind of cover that up just a little bit. You could also Mod Podge it and glitter it if you wanted to make it even a little bit fancier. That would be perfectly fine. And I am just going to start, well, I don't really want to have to cut it unless I really have to cut it, because normally, you know, whenever you're tucking stuff down, you would cut the fabric. But since this has got a wire in it, I'm hoping it will help me just to kind of keep it a little bit better. There's a little bit of that wire still sticking out right there, but that's okay. Actually, let's cut it out because I don't want to get my fingers jammed with it. Hope that wasn't too loud. I hope you guys can hear the volume very good on here. I'm actually recording through my phone through my Mevo, and then we'll be uploading this video to the group. How exciting. Okay, so I just want it to sit straight like that. Let's do the other side. Okay. Now, who besides me loves Halloween? You can leave it in your comments. I love Halloween. Is probably okay. So I don't like scary movies at all. I don't like scary movies at all. But oh my gosh, do I love Halloween? Do I love Halloween? How neat is that? Okay, guys. So what we're gonna do? She's a little solid. Now, let's see which way she's gonna sit up, because this is gonna be, the weight is gonna be on here. So we're gonna have this. It's gonna have weight. Okay. But before I do that, I want to decorate this little piece here. And I have got some rickrack. I do sell this rickrack in my shop. And I actually got a little bit of it. Some of it came stained, which I do not like, but I won't sell that part, I promise. If I can get this out of here. Where did I put the top? Is it there? No. All right, guys. I cannot find where my top is on here. Oh, it's like right here. So what we're going to do is just going to add a little bit of decoration. You know, let's jazz it up just a little. I kind of want to camouflage a little bit of that. So, again, you could just Mod Podge this, let it dry. It will stiffen up a little bit more as well. And then you could have it glittered up. But I am liking this on the edge. So let's get this on here, okay? Again, this is not something that you would be leaving in the cup. You would take it out when you went to drink on the cup, obviously. And I think I need to put it on the rickrack because I'm making a line and I'm not even... Oh gosh, you guys can't see what I was doing there. I'm sorry about that. So what I did here was I'm just gluing this part right here. Okay. Let me go ahead and zoom in just a little bit, guys, so you guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing. If it will let me zoom in. I'm not sure. I think I might have it all the way up. Yeah, I think I do, guys. All right, sorry about that. Okay. All right, so let's just cut this here. Put this in here. A little bit more hot glue there. Get that on there. Now we want it to kind of be, what do you call it, level. All these glue, I hate the spider webs from glue guns. I really do. Okay. But we want it to be where you would want to have this on your counter if you chose to, okay? I don't have a lighter with me in here, or I would be sealing the edges there. Okay. So we're going to put this on here. Now you really don't, whoa. I'm not going to put, I'm just going to put another one right here in the middle. Would it be better if I had orange and white? Yes, but guess what? Look, she's got pink bow, and that's why I went with the pink. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the white at the top, but you don't, it doesn't really need it, because, but I'm going to do it. It doesn't need it. It's just, you may not see it, is what I'm getting at here. You may not see it because of the we're going to use spackle for frosting. I needed to put that back on the charger. It's a problem with that glue gun. I'm not really a fan of it. If anybody knows of an amazing cordless glue gun, please tell me. I would love to have one, a better quality one. Okay, so let's move all these little characters over here. Okay, let it heat up just 1 second. It doesn't take very long to heat up, but we're going to go back over here. And I'm actually right underneath a vent here at my house, in my room here. So I'm actually, I'm getting kind of cold. And I know in the winter time, I usually have a space heater right here above me. I've closed the vent, but I don't want to close it too much. There we go. You know what? You can get rid of these glue strings is just by running your blow dryer over it, or a little dryer. So we have this little character here. Gonna let that heat up just for a few more minutes. Get him out. All right, guys. How cute is this gonna be? This is gonna be adorable. Okay. Now, because I'm not 100% sure how my glue gun is going to hold this on, I'm actually going to be using some tacky glue, okay, as well as hot glue. So I'm going to let that hot glue heat up just a little bit more. I'm going to get my tacky glue out, and I usually just use this, you know, a stick. I never have it. I want that bottle that has it where it's stands up flat. Mine does not. So let's see here. I'm going to mark it with a pen so I know exactly where I'm going to be putting this glue. A little bit further down than that. Okay. That's all I did. I just marked it right there. So I want this in here. I'm just putting glue in like this. Just using this. I know. It's like, do I need this much? No. Am I I'm going to try it anyway. Yeah, I'm just going to stick that back in there like that. Okay, guys, I'm going to come back over here with my glue gun. Now, glue, if it gets too hot, it's going to melt your styrofoam, guys, okay? That's why I'm kind of putting this as a combination. Okay? We're just going to do a little bit of a combination. And then we're going to shove it in here, just like this. I want to make it straight. Now you see I do have quite a bit of glue on there. That's okay. That's okay. Because what I'm going to end up doing is spreading the tacky glue. Okay? Because we're going to put tacky glue on here before we put our little a little topper in there, okay? So I'm going to put this down a little bit, make it a little sturdy, okay? See, so here's the inside of it. Doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure that this piece is stuck to this piece really good. Let's put this back over here. And we're going to go to our frosting, okay? Now I have a bunch of frosting here, fake frosting, okay? This is fake frosting. What it is spackle and two different kinds. Yes, it's spackling and water. A little tiny bit of water. I can do a video if you guys would like me to on how I mix mine. What I'm going to do is I want to do it two different ways. You're basically, this is your frosting. We're going to frost a little cupcake, okay? And we don't need a lot. Well, we actually might need, I'm going to do three different colors, okay? I can actually show y'all how I'm going to mix this at least, okay? I think that's going to be enough for this one cupcake. All right, guys. So what I'm doing, I'm using mica powders. And I'm actually going to use the pink. And I'm going to use a green. We got green in his eyes. And then let's go with, these are some fun Halloween colors. I'm going to go with purple. All right. These are just mica powders. We're going to mix them into our frosting. Now I have done this before with glow in the dark. It came out amazing. Look how bright and fluorescent this is, right? Look at this. Look how bright it is. Normally I'm wearing gloves when I do this, but all right, let's mix this up. You guys see this? How good this is mixing up? This is not glow in the dark. I made this guy before. I think I showed y'all earlier, and he is glow in the dark. This one is glow in the dark. I use glow in the dark powders for that. Now I do have a little bit of water here just in case it's too thick for me to, what do you call it? Too thick for me to put in the icing bag. But you see how thick this is right now? This is kind of too thick. It's going to take a while. But I want to add more. I want to make her brighter. So we're going to add some more. Like another stick here. I'm going to add a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to add quite a bit more because I really want him to be pretty darn bright. Let's see how much we got with the pink. Okay, we're just mixing this up. Sorry if my camera is shaking. It is attached to my table. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I don't know if anybody has seen, but I have been watching and I have seen that new colors for Halloween this year are going to be bright and fluorescent. These mica powders I got from a company that has already gone out of business, so unfortunately you can't get them from this company. I don't really know of another company that you can get these from just yet. But it was Glitter Champ was the company that I got all these from. I'm certain you could probably find fluorescent mica powders. I will try to see if I can find some kind of link and put it in the video. But I cannot, I mean in the description, but on that I can't guarantee that. Okay guys, sorry about that. You know, I've seen a lot of people actually selling their powders and their glitters from that company, just as like the company went out of business or closed their business, and they everybody started selling off their supplies. You know, I guess because you can't get them again, but not me. I love, this is probably my favorite. It's going to last me a long, long time. So I definitely know I will have this stuff available for use for my projects. I do tumblers as well, as fake bakes. And I like to just paint with this stuff as well. Add glitter to everything that I can. Alright, okay, but what I'm going to tell you, this is too thick for me to mix. So I'm going to add just a tiny bit of water. I don't want a lot. I do need to make it smoother. So let's see what we got here. Trying to make sure I'm staying on camera, guys. There we go. Let's add a couple more drops to that. Normally you add paint, or you can add a little bit of water like what I'm doing. Again, this is Red Devil Spackle, and oh my gosh, I cannot think of the other name. The box is in the other room. Let's do some water in this one as well. Okay. Again, you could use, if you have fluorescent paint, you could just add your paint to your spackle. I'm going to be able to pipe it through our piping bag. And so let's go ahead and mix a little bit more in here with you. Get you down a little. Again, like I said, I'm only adding like maybe 2 or 3 drops. And we'll have to see. I think it needs a little bit more though. Okay. So, see that? Let's go ahead and add more to this one. I don't want it too runny, but you need it to be able to go through the piping bag. There we go. You need it to be spreadable, I guess you could say. All right, let's try that, guys. If that doesn't work, then we'll have to put some water in it, okay? So what I'm going to do is, I forgot my cling wrap, guys. So I'm going to just mix it in here. This is just a cup. Normally, just like when you're icing a cake, you're going to put this like in cling wrap and you're going to put 3 lines, right? So we're going to do that this way, okay? And let's do this one. I think my cat is trying to get in my room. Let's do this one. Let's do a little bit more, okay? And then let's add some purple. All right. Okay. Doesn't that look pretty, guys? Look at that. I think we need a little bit more purple. All right. It already started mixing in together. Now, see, you don't need a lot of frosting, but we might need more than this. So I just put 3 different colors in here, as you can see, right? I'm going to take this, I'm going to move it all the way down. Hopefully we can get the purple in there as well. Okay. All right. I'm going to put some gloves on. Get my tips out. And all right, I'm just using these are just some nitrile gloves. This is just a coffee filter that I'm going to put my I'm going to use, since it's a little one. Okay, I think we will use, this tip is a 2D, all right? So what I'm going to do is cut this way. So we just cut the edge of that off. I actually have another bag for this to go through. Okay. So let's just cut this here. Get our little tip through that bag. All right, let me zoom you guys back out a little because you guys are going to need to see this, okay? So I'm going to zoom out just a little. Bear with me just 1 second, guys, okay? There we go. All right. All right. So we zoomed out. Put my glove back on. Let's scoot this stuff down here again. Okay. It looks like I didn't get my purple all the way to the bottom, but that's okay. So you put it in the, sorry for the noise there, guys. All right. Now let's see what we can do here. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this guy right here, I'm going to start right here. Actually, we need to put some, this is just a safety, I put some tacky glue. I'm going to put some tacky glue all on this guy right here. Okay, just like this. Just going to, whoops, there goes my glue. It did not work, did it? All right, let's put this back in here. I think we need to put a little bit more hot glue, okay? I knew that was going to happen because I did not put enough glue on it earlier. You would think I did, but I didn't put enough hot glue. I put more, what do you call it? I had more tacky glue on it than anything else. I'm just going to use my glove finger now, okay? Now, I don't know if you have to put glue on top of this. I do just because I want to make sure that all my stuff sticks together. Okay? And what you can do is you can always come back and put a base on the bottom of this, which we will do that. Okay, guys? Let's see if we can get this glue to dry just for 1 second. The hot glue to attach itself to that. Let me wipe my hands off on something. I'll be right back. Just got a baby wipe here. I'll wipe my hands on. And now we're going to go ahead and go with this. Okay, I'm holding the base here, and I'm going to go around. Now you see I got more pink on one side than the other. That's okay, we're just going to make a double layer. Then we're going to go around. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing, can you? I'm sorry about that. Can y'all see now? Okay. I'm not a cake baker, so hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. Now I do know that I kind of made it a little fatter on this side. That's okay. Believe me guys, it's gonna look great. I promise it's gonna look great. So, I need to add a little bit more frosting, I'm thinking. So let's see if we can do that in this container this time. Need to add a little bit more frosting. Alright. You guys cannot see what I'm doing. Alright. Let's see if we can add the rest of this purple in here. I'm going to add some more pink in here. Put that to the side. Oh. It is so much easier if you use plastic wrap. I had enough green in here already, guys. Okay. Come back over here. I'm actually going to change cameras now, and we are going to go with a little bit of a wider zoom so that you guys can actually see exactly. We're going to go down here so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. I'm going to hold this up for you guys so you guys can see. All right. I'm coming back on here on top. Okay. It's kind of lopsided on this side right here, so we're going to go back in here and just kind of make them a little bit chunkier, I guess you can say. This is probably not the the best frosting job ever, but it looks pretty. She looks pretty. Okay, so she is gonna sit like this. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. We're gonna go ahead and stick her in here. Now I have the seam to the back of me, and this is what she's going to look like when she sits in there. Okay, guys? I'm actually going to let it drop, and it's going to push some of the frosting up, which is okay. You see? This is what I'm talking about. Look how cute that is, right? Okay. I'm going to move all this other stuff out of my way. I can get that cleaned up in a little bit. Now it's time to decorate. Okay, guys, now it's time to decorate her. So, let me show you. You guys see this? It's easier to see this way, right? I'm going to see my shoulder there. Okay. So, this is spackle. I am going to put a little toothpick on here, though, because I have a foam ball. Actually, you know, you don't really have to because it's going to stick to the spackle and she won't fall off. So let's just put her in here like this. She's going to go. Put her down in there like that. You see this, guys? Whoops, that's a little bit too much. All right, let me fix the camera here, guys. Okay, let's go up a little bit more. And we're going to zoom in. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. Look how cute she looks. Now you could just be done just like that. I mean, look at the frosting and the crazy little hair colors. But we're going to add a little bit more to her. All right. We are going to add a little bit more to her. We need to have a little bit of candies and some sprinkles on her. Now, I sell these in my shop. I'm going to show you what they are, because you guys can't see what I'm doing now. All right, we're going to go back to the overhead. Sorry, okay? So, here we go. We got her in there. You see that, guys? I don't want to tip her too much because she'll fall over. We're going to put like a little, let's put some little witch. These are little capuchons. I do sell these in my shop. Let's put her right there. Okay. Then we gotta, I don't want to do that one too much. Let's just leave the witch feet. Now you really can't see them sticking right there, can you? Let's put them up a little bit higher. There we go. And then we have a little ghost. These are cabochons. These are little cabochons that I sell in my shop. They're called cabochons, and here we go, guys. Look at that. Isn't that so adorable? Look, it's just adorable. Now we can add more, and what we're going to do is we're going to add glitter. So I'm going to take these gloves off, and we can actually even add a straw if we wanted to. Let's do that. Let's add a straw. Where did I put my straws? I brought them in here. Yes, I thought I brought the straws in here. Okay, I did. And we have some nonpareils. All right, guys. I'm thinking that we need this orange. Let's go with the orange polka dotted straw. So what you're going to do is we're going to cut it down. We're going to cut it down to maybe about, I don't know, how many was it? Maybe about 2 inches, 3 inches tall. Okay. We're going to have a toothpick. Now, the toothpick, I'm going to go ahead and put the toothpick right here. Now, okay, so this is the part where I'm digging into, I should have put my toothpick in earlier. Okay. This is where she's going to sit. And then we're going to put some glue. We are going to put some glue on her. So again, I'm just putting some glue. Put some glue on the straw as well. So the inside of the straw. And get in there. And let's see here. Okay. Here we go. just like that. And I'm going to put some nonpareils. I have these. These are nonpareils. We're going to be putting the, I like this mermaid style one. It's like a little bit of a rainbow style, I guess you could say. And these are actually my favorite ones right here. Check this out, guys. Check this out. This Halloween is my favorite. But since I'm doing the little bit more fluorescent colors, I'm going to go with this rainbow style. And I have some tweezers. And we're just going to add them in here. Just like this. All around. You guys can see that or not. This has got a mixture of different sizes. And it's just adding that little extra. It will harden and they will stay in your spackle. And I just drop that one over there. Okay. Really, really cute, guys. These little extras just make it, they're just extras and they make it stand out so much more. Okay, guys? This is what we're going with. Let's put some in the back. These are no-hole beads. They're called nonpareils. Usually on real cupcakes you'll see them, but these are fake. And they are just so pretty. They add that little extra sparkle. I have them in so many different colors. Okay. Now I feel like she's still missing something. So we can add more candy. We can add some candy to her. Like here's a little piece of candy corn. This is a different style that I make here myself. Let me show you guys. Okay. You see these? These are fake candy corns. They're kind of a pastel. I wish I would have had the more purple one. I do have another style, but they're not completed yet. You can put a little candy back here. It's just going to make it, you know, you're just adding a little bit of extra stuff to it, right? Let's see here. Some candy corn. We have some, now let's add some glitter. I don't know about you guys. I know I just love glitter. And this is what we're going to be adding. Again, this is glitter from Glitter Champ. I'm sorry they went out of business, so I can't. This is their Hocus Pocus kind. And I just want to add just a couple of pieces. I'm just using my fingers, guys, because I don't really. There we go. If you don't like glitter, then, you know, you can always not put the glitter on. But I just think it adds just a little bit extra. And, you know, it really will stick to the spackle. It's a party up in this place here, huh? Who doesn't love edible glitter? Of course, I love glitter. All right, guys. Sometimes we do 2 straws like this one. I did the 2 straws in this character right here. We can always do 2 in this one as well. So let's go with Let's go ahead and cut this one down a little. I'm going to cut her down maybe this much. And then we're going to put it, we'll put it right here. Okay. Oops, I can feel it moving into my character. Let's cut you down maybe this much. And of course I forgot to put the glue again. I forgot to put the glue. All right, guys, let's get some glue on that. Let's get some, oh, that was a really, that almost messed it up. All right, guys, something about me is I am notorious for dropping stuff, or it looks like I'm throwing stuff at you guys when I'm crafting. I don't know, I'm either spilling something, dropping something. You guys will get to know me a lot better. And I'm really hoping that you guys like this, but this is my little Halloween creation. I think she's beautiful. I'm going to change cameras now and show you guys a little bit more with me and her in it. So let's see here. All right, guys, let's see. Let's make it a little bit bigger so you guys can actually see us. Okay. Here we go. What do you guys think? I hope you guys like my Boo in June. I want to say thank you to Teresa from Teresa's Spot for Art. Teresa's Spot for Art. I want to thank you so much for having me in your collab. I hope this is, well, let's just say I hope this is going to be one of many adventures. I'm looking forward to this and looking forward to my journey on YouTube. And again, if you wouldn't mind, please subscribing to not only me, but all the other creators today in this wonderful event. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye now.